Hello everyone, this is Swapna from Magic Paper Pixie. I hope all of you are doing well and staying safe. This month, as we celebrate India's Independence Day, we at Craft Angles would also like to show our gratitude to all our COVID warriors who have been working tirelessly from the past 1.5 years. Today's three cards will be keeping this theme in mind. So I've kept my card bases ready. I have kept a mini slimline card which is 3.5 by 6 inches and two A2 card bases ready. All my card bases are made with Craft Angles dual textured cardstock. So first I'll be making my mini slimline card. For that I wanted to place a card panel on top of this card base. The card base, like I mentioned, measures 3.5 by 6 inches. That is a mini slimline size. So I wanted to place a card panel on top of this card base, for which I used the scallop die, which is a border die, and went on through this panel with in my die cutting machine. Once I was happy with the panel shape, I decided to use the stamp set called People of India. I think this is a really cute stamp set. All the images in this stamp set are really adorable, and though I wanted to stamp all of them on this card, since this is a mini slimline card, I decided to go ahead only with 3. Now these 3 images I wanted to stamp them close to each other like they were standing together. So I masked parts of the shoulder of 2 of these images so that the lines do not overlap and the image doesn't become too, the image doesn't overlap with each other basically. Once I was happy with the stamped image, I went ahead and used my Micron pen just to give the image a more defined look, that is over the shoulder area. I was happy with how this image looked, and I decided to use my Copic markers to color these images. Now I have done some very basic Copic coloring for these images. I decided to use really bright colors on this panel. I wanted this card to be more vibrant and bright and just show the diversity in our country. So I just wanted to make a very simple card, but I still wanted it to be really vibrant. Once I was happy with the images and the coloring of the images, I decided to place it on top of a pattern paper before placing it on the card panel. Since this card panel was relatively smaller than the card base, I wanted to give it a little bit of background. So I chose a pastel green colored pattern paper. I decided to adhere this before adhering it on the card base. And the more I kept looking at the images, I wanted to play around a little bit more with the clothes of these stamped images. So I decided to use a white gel pen and give some stripes to the kurta of the person with the cap, along with certain polka dots and booties on the lady's sari. I just somehow I didn't want to leave it plain, so I decided to go ahead and do that. And while I was wondering what sentiment to use on the card, the song was playing on the back of my mind since I was teaching my daughter some Hindi. The song, I hope all of you remember, which says, Hind desh ke nivasi sabhi janak ek hai, rang roop vesh bhasha chahe anek hai. So this song was very popular when we were young, and I hope some of you at least remember this song. So I decided to use this song and I printed it out on a cartridge paper, and I used the first line of the song on the front panel of the card, while the rest of the song is revealed when you open the card. I also went ahead and stamped the 3 balloons from the Craft Angle stamp set Will You Be Mine and colored it in the colors of the Indian flag. Also, the basic translation of the song is that in India, that though we all dress differently and speak different languages, we are all one. For the second card, I decided to use the same stamp set, People of India, but this time I decided to use 2 different characters from the stamp set. I stamped these images on a Copic friendly paper and simply colored them with some Copic markers with some basic coloring and ink blending. Again, I wanted the images to be a little bright and vibrant, so I used my colors accordingly. I have done my coloring with Copics and it's pretty basic shading, so hence I have speeded up the coloring process. I also usually use a white gel pen at times just to give more interest to the dresses that the stamped images are wearing, just to give it some more added interest. In this case, I used my white gel pen and drew some dot flowers on the lady's dress. Once I was happy with how the images look, I went ahead and fussy cut these images to place them on my card panel. Now my card panel, which goes on top of the card base, I have used a frame die just to give it a little bit of added interest, and I decided to use a very subtle saffron and green on the background to represent the colors of the Indian flags. Now this is very light ink blending. I didn't want to go too hard because I wanted the colors to be very subtle. I then placed these stamped images with some double-sided foam tape on the card panel and decided to draw stethoscopes around their neck since I wanted a card to honor our doctors and nurses. Now while my stethoscope drawing definitely needs practice, I was happy with the way the card turned out, and I stamped the sentiment, a simple sentiment saying, "So very proud of you." For my third card, I decided to be a little more adventurous and I wanted to mask an entire image. So I used the stamp set "Will You Be Mine" and I stamped the little girl, but I masked the parts of her frock since I wanted to give her a more of a traditional Indian attire. So I wanted to convert her frock into a salwar kameez. Before that, on the panel, I've used a border die just to give a little bit of a frilly image to the panel. Now I used my Copic multi-liner pen and converted parts of the frock and I turned it into a salwar kameez, and again I used some bright colors to color this image. I used yellow and shades of orange and simply colored the image with Copic markers with very basic coloring and blending. I also gave her a little dupatta and I decided to color the balloons that she was holding in colors of the Indian flag again. I liked the way the image turned out. I also gave her a little bindi just for a little bit of more interest. Once I was happy with the image, I decided to use my circle stencils from Craftangles and very lightly blend the colors orange and a very light green. I like how simple and quick this card was to make, though the masking part and drawing over does require a little bit of patience and time, but I thoroughly enjoyed the process. Also went over with a blending brush with some light orange color on the borders of the card. Once I was happy with how the card looked, I decided to stamp the sentiment Happy Independence Day. Now since I did not have a stamp which said exactly the same thing, I decided to write parts of it. I used part sentiment stamped and part sentiment I completely wrote with my hand. So I used Happy and Day from the stamp set that says happy birthday, masking parts of it, etc. And I decided to draw a straight line and write Independence in block letters. And while I was writing this, I realized that maybe writing with a stencil was easier because my block letter writing also definitely needs a lot of practice. My hands were pretty shaky, and though it is not uniform, I kind of like the look that the final card got. So that's it. These are my 3 cards for today, all revolving around India's Independence Day and tribute to our COVID warriors. Do let me know how you like these cards. Also, if you try out your hand at these cards, don't forget to tag me at Magic Paper Pixie on Instagram. In case you haven't already, do not forget to subscribe to this channel for more ideas and inspiration. Until later, take care, stay safe, happy Independence Day and happy crafting.